Championship Saturday is upon us. Welcome to Central Washington University as we get set to crown a champion in the GNAC. Sean Wally alongside Dustin Daniel. We get set for Western Washington and Montana State Billings.
A rematch of the 2023 GNAC championship game before the Vikings. No strangers to this game. This will be the 10th time they have played for the GNAC postseason title. And for MSUB, only one crown back in 2018 and the 4th overall time they have gotten a chance to hoist the trophy.
Last year I was there. The tournament was in Bellingham. So very much a home crowd for Western Washington for that championship, but still a great game between these two clubs that are 1 and 2.
Just like last year, they flipped their seeding here as the Yellow Jackets come out on top, winning the regular season title. Western Washington, though, extremely impressive yesterday in their semifinal win over Alaska Anchorage, while for the Yellow Jackets, just barely surviving Central Washington.
Something has to give. You would think MSUB will be better than they were yesterday, and hard to imagine Western Washington can shoot as well as they did, specifically Riley Dykstra here tonight. Western wins the tip. 4 10-minute quarters in women's college basketball. The automatic trip to the NCAA West Regional on the line. Brooke Walling from the baseline gets it to go. Vikings strike first.
Walling, an assist away from a triple-double yesterday, would have been just the 8th in the history of GNAC women's basketball.
MSUB in their white uniforms, the pseudo home team as the number 1 seed. Montague, 10 to shoot. Driving inside, that's Nelson in the paint. She spins back, gets the floater from about 7. We're tied at 2.
She had a huge semifinal for the Yellow Jackets, put up her first double-double this season. 19 points and 10 rebounds yesterday for Courtney Nelson, the Defensive Player of the Year in the GNAC.
Steph Peterson out top, guarded by Montague. Finds Riley Dykstra. Aspen Garrison, the jumper, off rim. Battle for the rebound. That's all Yellow Jackets corralling that one.
One thing we will be looking for offensively for MSUB, Deani Boyce. She wears number 30 for the Jackets. 1 point away from hitting the 1,000 career point mark.
You say Boyce, she attempts the shot, short. Back come the Vikings. 8:30 left here, first quarter, tied at 2. The 2024 GNAC Championship on the line. Regular season champion, MSUB Yellow Jackets. 9 to shoot for Western Washington. Steph Peterson to Aspen Garrison. 2 shots attempted by Garrison, both off the rim.
But not the hot start like yesterday for the Vikings. They came out of the gate guns blazing, hit their first 8 shots, including 4 3-pointers before they missed.
3 chances for MSUB. Kola Badbear gets her first points. It's 4-2 Yellow Jackets. Garrison out top to Peterson in front of the MSUB bench. It's Oberg, I should say. Mason, the jumper from about 16. That's off the rim. Battle for the basketball. MSUB comes away with it, up 2. Courtney Nelson. Off the pseudo screen. Gets the floater to fall from about 5, 6-2 Yellow Jackets.
Quick 4 points to start this game for Courtney Nelson. She's 2 for 2 from the field. Solid start.
Peterson to Dykstra. Riley, left-hand dribble in the lane. Off window, short. Almost seems like for the Vikings, a different offensive thought process. Yesterday was a lot of outside shooting.
You know, the way you approach any given game is going to be different depending on your opponent.
Steal by Dykstra, Vikings the other way. They trail 6-2. Walling down low to Garrison. Bumped, no foul, ball loose, body on the floor, and now there will be a foul on Aspen Giese. First foul of the contest, 6:33 left, first quarter. These two teams split the regular season series. A Western Washington win in Bellingham, January 27th, 76-68. And then a defensive effort, February 22nd in Billings, a 48-46 Billings win by 2. Riley Dykstra going strong with the right hand off glass, 6-4 Yellow Jackets. Of course, these two coaches been entrenched a long time. Kevin Wooden, his 20th season at Montana State Billings, as we have a 3 from his squad. Montague the miss. Nice attempt on the save by Giese, but Peterson able to grab it. 4 minutes gone by in quarter number 1. 6-4 Billings. Brooke Walling in the lane, off glass and in. We're tied at 6.
Good spin in the paint there from Brooke Walling. Tough shot from the right block.
Can't let Walling get that close to the cup. 5:40 remaining in quarter number 1. 3 on the way from Nelson, short. No three-pointers yet in this one. Was a different story yesterday for the Vikings, no doubt. Oberg picks up the dribble. Out top to Peterson. Dykstra with 5:15 left in the first. Garrison baseline. The fadeaway looks good. It's short though, but there's Oberg. Mason Oberg with a rebound and putback. She had a lot of that yesterday.
Mason Oberg ticking in at 5'5". Not the tallest player on the floor, but just in the right place at the right time to clean up.
Vikings back in front. 8-6. Yellow Jackets look to answer. Giese guarded by Dykstra. Cola Badbear. Outside, Nelson thought about the 3, steps inside the line, shots off the mark. Back come the Vikings, ahead to Walling. Peterson now, 4:30 left in first quarter. 4 10-minute quarters, a fast-moving first quarter. Not one timeout yet, and only 1 foul. Walling to Peterson, she gets it right back to Walling. Baseline turn. Good. If Brooke Walling is as efficient as she's been, it's going to be trouble for MSUB.
Oh, it doesn't get any better than this for her to start. 3 of 3 from the field. She's got a quick 6 points to lead all scorers.
10-6 Vikings. 6 minutes gone by in quarter number 1. Cola Badbear, no foul, no charge. A flop is the call from the official.
That layup from Badbear ends a drought of 3.5 minutes scoreless for MSUB.
10-8 Vikings. Subs getting set to check back in for both teams. Riley Dykstra, the sharpshooter yesterday, hasn't attempted a long shot until now. That one's not even close. Cola Badbear, the rebound. Yellow Jackets can tie or take the lead. Montague outside, Badbear. Montague gets it back. Down low, it's Boyce.
And there it is. That's 1,000 points on the career for Deani Boyce. She becomes a 26th player in MSUB history to hit the mark.
Mason Oberg from deep. The first 3 of the game belongs to Western Washington's Mason Oberg. 13-10, Vikings back in front.
This was a 6-2 lead at one point for MSUB, and since then it's been an 11-4 run for Western Washington.
Giese now to Montague. Back to Aspen Giese into the lane. Nice job by Peterson stripping the ball away. Vikings running the other direction. Peterson picked up the dribble, nowhere to go with it, and the pass is stolen by Boyce. Open in front of the Viking bench for 3. That rattles out. The miss by Giese. Peterson the rebounds. Oberg ahead to Dykstra.
Jackets start 0 for 4 from three-point range, have not been able to find their touch from the perimeter.
Walling double teamed by Badbear. And Aspen Garrison able to get free. Her first 2 points. 8 minutes gone by, quarter number 1, 15-10. Just one foul, no timeouts.
Yeah, I mean, we've been waiting for the dead ball under 5 minutes for over 3 now.
Boyce out top for 3, no rotation. Into the corner, saved by the Yellow Jackets. Nelson has it. Nelson drives the lane. The floater off back iron. Peterson the rebound. Vikings up 5 with the ball. And our second foul of the game. That'll go to Boyce. And we'll get our first timeouts. 1:27 left in a fast-moving first quarter. Vikings 15, Yellow Jackets 10. Come on back after this on GNAC.TV. .127 left first quarter out of the timeout. Viking basketball, they lead by 5. Demi Dykstra into the game, her first shot. Back come the Yellow Jackets. Nelson guarded by Peterson. Andreas hands off to Giese. Final minute of the first quarter. Nelson in the lane, outside, 6 to shoot. Giese will. Off the back rim, Peterson another rebound. Vikings still up 5, would like to add to it. Brooke Walling baseline. Wickstrom, step in the lane, hits the underside of the rim. Final 30 of quarter number 1. Bit of a scoring drought for both teams. Peterson very active, almost comes up with it. Wickstrom hands it to Walling. Walling races up the floor, and a block is called on MSUB.
Good handoff there from Wickstrom to see Walling cutting past her to move in transition. Brooke Walling's going to get to the line for the first time. This is going to be the first free throws of this game. Just 17 seconds left in the first quarter.
That foul on Chloe Williams. Brooke Walling, the 6'3" senior out of Vancouver, Washington. Free throw short. Second free throw good. Our first point in quite a while. 16-10 Vikings. Walling exits with 7. She averages 16.4 on the season. She's already almost halfway there, and it's only quarter number 1. 10 seconds left in the first quarter. MSUB stuck at 10 points for quite a while. Boyce in the lane, stolen by who else? Steph Peterson on the run, doesn't have numbers, doesn't care, splits the defense, shot up, but it will not fall. Wow. First 10 minutes in the books. After 1, Vikings 16, Yellow Jackets 10. The teams and us going to catch our breath. Second quarter up next on GNAC.TV. Back here inside Nicholson Arena on the campus of Central Washington University. Sean Wally with Dustin Daniel after one. 16-10 Vikings. Good start for Western Washington.
Yeah, and the biggest thing that we saw, MSUB got out to a decent start, had a 6-2 lead after the first 2 minutes, 40 seconds of the game, then got outscored 14-4 after that to close the quarter. Game plan early in the quarter for the Jackets. Go down low to Big Bear, and the foul will be assessed to Jaden Watts in the game for Western Washington. Both free throws good for Cola Bad Bear. She now has 6. She has half of MSUB's points. Yeah, Courtney Nelson got the scoring done early, but then she cooled off a little bit on her long-range jump shot. Cola Bad Bear has been quiet to get to 6 points so far. She got 3 rebounds to go with it as well. Aspen Garrison back in for the Vikings. Peterson on the block, nearly double-teamed. They get it outside. Reset with 14 on the shot clock. Wickstrom in the lane, nowhere to go. Peterson with 6 on the shot clock off the screen. 3 to shoot. Peterson triple teamed. Jump ball called. Possession arrow to Western Washington. Two seconds on the shot clock. That does not reset on a tie-up. Peterson to inbound. Vikings need to shoot quickly with just 2 on the clock. Peterson tried to find Graham Boyce, who got tripped up. Boyce has it. Ahead to Williams. Montague. 16-12 Vikings. 9:05 left, second quarter. Zahn outside. Montague finds Williams for 3. Too strong. Rebound to Steph Peterson. 3-point shooting still cold for the Yellow Jackets. Now 0 for 6 from deep. Still looking for their first 3-pointer to go. Aspen Garrison inside working on Cola Bad Bear. Can't get the shot to fall. 16-12 Vikings. 8:36 left. Second quarter. Nearly stolen by Wickstrom. Ball loose now in the backcourt. Bodies all over the floor. A tie-up, and that'll go to MSUB. Great effort by Wickstrom, even though it's Montana State ball. Yeah, got in the middle of 2 Yellow Jackets. Able to knock it into the backcourt, dive after it. Jump ball, good situation there, even though possession error stays with MSUB. The A team, bunch of starters back in for Western Washington. Oberg, Riley Dykstra, and Brooke Walling. (16-12 Vikings, 8:25 left, second quarter. Here at Central Washington University. Zahn being defended. Bad Bear now, they swing it around to Nelson. 1 on the shot clock, the 3, not even close, and that'll be a shot clock violation. Yeah, I'm not sure if that one got tipped by Walling or not, but yeah, way off on that one for Nelson. And another turnover for MSUB. That's their 5th of the game so far, just 2 so far for the Vikings. Riley Dykstra inbounds to Oberg across half court now. Brooke Walling. Hands off to Oberg. 2 minutes gone by in quarter number 2. Oberg, left side of the lane, that shot way short. Aspen Garrison the rebound. Not sure who she was trying to find there. I guess Walling. Bad pass. Jackets on the run. Montague has it poked away, gets it back. Shot short. Walling there for the board. Been a quiet start to this one for Montague. Up 3 from the field. Does have a board and an assist to her name, though. Garrison wide open. Doesn't shoot a ton of threes. Riley Dykstra finds Aspen Garrison, but it's tipped. Good defense by the Jackets. Heading the other direction now. That was Williams on the interception. Down low, Bad Bear. Quickly triple teamed.
Can the Jackets take advantage? They do. The three is down by Montague.
It takes 8 attempts for MSUB to hit a three, and Shayla Montague, the one that comes through with the tray.
Her first 3 points of the game. 3 minutes gone by here in quarter number 2, 16-15 Vikings. Dykstra. Garrison looking for Walling. Nice pass and an even better shot off glass.
Yeah, a little alley-oop there as Walling got airborne on that pass and gets it to go.
18-15 Vikings by 3. Traveling is called on Danielle Zahn, giving it back to Western Washington.
Number 30, Deani Boyd.
Dykstra inbounds to Oberg. 6:26 left in quarter number 2. A 3-point lead for Western Washington, the winner of this. The GNAC basketball champion in 2024. Automatic berth into the NCAA West Regional. Walling strong with the left hand. It's short. Yellow Jackets the other way. Giese almost lost it, got it back. Nelson back to Giese, open for 3. That's too strong. Rebound to Nelson. Back out to Giese. 4 minutes gone by, quarter number 2. Yellow Jackets another 3. That one's short by Williams. They're just not hitting their shots early.
That's now 1 of 10 from three-point range. They're not shying away from trying the 3 ball. It just will not go for the Jackets.
Loose balls all over the place. Vikings finally pick it up. The good news for the Jackets, they're not hitting shots from deep. They're only down 3.
But neither team shooting well here in the second quarter. Western Washington 25% from the floor in quarter number 2. MSUB just at 16.7 though.
Cola Bad Bear can't connect from 3. Vikings still up 3, 18-15.
How about the difference in this game in 3-point shots? 11 for MSUB, 2 for Western Washington.
Such a contrast from the Vikings of yesterday.
Yeah, they were taking threes early. They were hitting everything. Riley Dykstra alone goes 8 for 9 from 3-point range, leads all scorers with 24 points. And then today playing a much more interior game.
Oberg trying to find a teammate. Out top to Riley Dykstra. Right back to Peterson now in front of the MSUB bench. Halfway through quarter number 2. Vikings by 3. Mason Oberg with 7 on the shot clock. Spins in the lane. What a move. The floater off window. Gets it to go. She did that a bunch yesterday.
Yeah, she's had great finishing technique. Able to get into the paint. Makes a difficult move. Keeps the balance. And gets it 2 points.
Vikings excited. Oberg only a sophomore. Cola Bad Bear gets banged into. No foul. Loses the ball. Oberg the other way. Vikings up 20-15. Walling and Boyce battling on the baseline. Walling going to work. Nice move in the lane. Gets it off glass. 22-15. Vikings up 7. Kevin Wooden wants to talk things over. MSUB timeout. 4:18 left, second quarter. Vikings all smiles up 22-15 on GNAC.tv. Back here inside Nicholson Arena on the campus of Central Washington University. Sean Wally with Dustin Daniel, 4:18 left, second quarter. Vikings up 22-15. Shots not falling for Billings.
MSUB on the game, 26% from the field, 1 of 8 in the second quarter.
There's yet another miss. That one by Montague. Just 12.5% shooting this quarter before that missed shot. Those numbers aren't going to get it done. I don't care who you're playing. 3:50 left, second quarter, 22-15 Vikings. Oberg picks up the dribble. Hands off to Peterson. 7 to shoot for the Vikings. Dykstra finds Garrison. Garrison baseline, she's double teamed and called for traveling. .335 left, second quarter. Nelson to Boyce. Nelson gets it back. Giese in the corner for 3. That one falls, but we have an offensive foul, so that'll wave off the basket. Garrison got shoved. They are counting the basket. So the 3 is good by Giese. Be the first foul on Kola Badbear, 22-18 after all that.
Yeah, a much needed three-pointer there for MSUB. I thought they were going to wave off the shot as well. Jackets very lucky to get that one. They really need some scoring right now.
Dykstra off the screen from Walling, steps behind the three-point line. 3 seconds in the lane on Garrison. And she will check out. Maddie Grandboyce will check in. .305 left, second quarter. Vikings by 4, 22-18. Sean Wally with Dustin Daniel. Thank you for joining us on this Saturday night. Giese just hit a 3. She wants another.
Well, things had to heat up eventually for MSUB. They couldn't shoot that cold forever. And it turns out Aspen Giese's going to be the one to get things warmed up. All of a sudden, MSUB back within 1.
22-21. Vikings to answer. Peterson, the 3 rims out. Ball out of bounds. Last touched by MSUB. It'll be Viking ball. 2:34 left, second quarter. MSUB able to hang around even though they're not shooting well. But Giese is. The last 2 trips down, she's hit 3s. Brooke Walling working on Kola Badbear. Goes high, but shot over the rim. MSUB can take the lead. Kola Badbear gives MSUB the lead, 23-22, to the delight of the Yellow Jacket fans inside Nicholson Arena. Oberg in the lane, ball loose, battle for it. Grandboyce has it, finds Dykstra to Walling. Vikings, Oberg from way deep, that one rims out. MSUB up 1:45 left until halftime.
Yeah, I like the confidence of the sophomore to be able to trigger one from that far beyond the arc, just doesn't go.
Giese, the hot hand currently for the Jackets, gets it back. Drives baseline. Outside, Montague fires quick from 3, that's short. Dykstra the rebound for Western Washington. Carmen Dolfo telling her team to go. Oberg off the screen, loses the ball, and a foul is called. That'll be on Courtney Nelson, her first. Oberg will get a breather. Wickstrom back in for the Vikings. After the foul, 20 on the shot clock. 23-22 MSUB. Nine to shoot for the Vikings. Wickstrom nowhere to go. She needs help. Grandboyce finally comes to the basketball. 3 to shoot. Peterson out of the corner for 3. What a shot.
Was aware enough to know the shot clock was running down. Quick touch, she gets it out of there and drills the 3. Big momentum shift for the Vikings to slow down this MSUB offense.
Vikings back up 2, 25-23. MSUB can tie it or take the lead, and they'll have a chance to tie it at the free throw line now. As that foul will be on Wickstrom, sending Courtney Nelson to the line. Nelson, the 5'8 junior from Scobie, Montana. .38 seconds left in the half. Nelson's free throw is good. 5 points tonight for Nelson. Nelson hits them both. We're tied at 25. 8-second difference, shot and game clock. Steph Peterson across half court. Gets instruction from Coach Carmen Dolfo. Ball nearly taken away by MSUB. 12 to shoot. They're looking down low. Brooke Walling, good position. You can't let her get that close to the rim.
Giese tried to cut in front of that pass and steal it away, but ends up overcommitting, getting in front of it, and as a result, Walling left wide open on the block.
Ball poked away by Peterson. 3 seconds left. The shot from Nelson too strong into the hands of Wickstrom, and that is how we end the first 2 quarters of play. Halfway to a GNAC champion in women's basketball. Heading to the locker room, Western Washington leads it 27-25. Your thoughts?
Well, we saw Montana State Billings really struggle through that first quarter. Shooting was not there. They had trouble taking care of the basketball. Things turned a corner in the second. All of a sudden, they're able to find 3 3-pointers. Field goal percentage still wasn't there, but at least they got some scoring going. And then we're also able to create some turnovers on the other side of the basketball. So MSUB needing to polish out a couple of things, mainly shot selection and being able to find high-quality shots. For Western Washington, they need to keep the pressure on. They were able to create a lot of sloppy passes by the Jackets, and they need to continue to pressure when they come down on the defensive side of the ball.
Refill your beverage, grab some dinner. We will take a break. Back in about 12 minutes, recap half number 1, and get you set for the third quarter. Vikings lead at 27-25, halfway to a GNAC women's basketball champion in 2024. Back here inside Nicholson Arena as we get set for quarter number 3. Western Washington and Montana State Billings. 27-25 Vikings lead. Sean Wally alongside Dustin Daniel. Shooting's been an issue for Montana State Billings in the first half, but they're only down 2. Who's been their spark?
Those 2 threes from Aspen DC were really huge, but offensively, player of the year in Cola Bad Bear has been where they were getting most of their offensive production right now. 8 points on 3 of 6 shooting. She's added in 3 rebounds as well. The big issue has been the volume of three-pointers that the Yellow Jackets have taken and their lack of efficiency from beyond the arc. 3 of 15 in the first half in three-point shooting, including 0 of 5 in quarter number 1.
For the Vikings, leading scorer is Brooke Walling with 13. Mason Oberg doing good things. She has 7 on 3 of 6 shooting, including 1 three-pointer. But the unsung hero doing a lot of things well is Steph Peterson. Has a three-pointer. Look at this. 6 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 steals.
Yeah, it's been a good rebounding game so far for Western Washington. 15-12, their defensive rebounding margin, and 18-16 overall. Peterson, going to be on a 5x5 watch. Even 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals. I need to get a couple blocks in there to be on the 5x5 watch, I suppose. But just doing a little bit of everything so far in this game.
Just about set to start quarter number 3. Who will get the automatic bid into the NCAA West Regional and be the 2024 GNAC basketball champion? We are 2 quarters away from finding out. And of course, after this one, another big one on the men's side.
As we harken back to last year in this matchup in the 2023 GNAC Championship, MSUB took a 12-point lead into the locker room. They were up 44-32, and the Vikings just ended up putting 44 points up in the second half to the 27 of the Yellow Jackets. So we'll see if the Vikings can stay consistent coming out for the second half.
Brooke Walling looking for Aspen Garrison. Ball and bodies on the floor. Walling picks it up. New shot clock for Western Washington. They lead 27-25 as we start quarter number 3. Riley Dykstra was quiet in the first half, only 2 points. After 24 yesterday, Aspen Garrison looking for a reverse layup.
Yeah, awkward little shot. Wasn't quite looking at the iron when she put that one up. Couldn't get it to go.
MSUB can tie the game or take the lead. Montague wants the tie and gets it. 27-all.
MSUB has led for just 3 minutes of this game so far. But then again, yesterday in that second men's semifinal, Central Washington held the lead for 25 seconds. Ended up pulling out the W.
Garrison to Walling under the basket. She goes back outside to Dykstra. 15 to shoot for the Vikings. Steph Peterson to Oberg in front of her own bench. 8 to shoot. Oberg picks up the dribble to Dykstra. She fires a 3. Too deep, and that's an air ball.
Yeah, that was a few steps beyond the arc, and then she also had her balance going away from her. So not a lot of strength going towards the hoop, and inevitably comes up short.
Courtney Nelson hands off to Giese. Giese around the screen, the jumper from the right elbow. Off the right side of the rim, falls to Mason Oberg. Steph Peterson now with Giese on her. Brooke Walling down low, worked in the first half. Didn't work there. Cola Bad Bear on defense, ball loose. It'll be Viking basketball. Viking faithful wanting a foul called. Refs don't oblige. Cola Bad Bear taps that out. What a matchup. Cola Bad Bear and Brooke Walling, 2 of the best. Dykstra in the corner. Brooke Walling out top. Looking to take Bad Bear off the dribble. Loses the ball out of bounds. And it will be Viking basketball.
Only 8 on the shot clock. Second time on this trip down the floor the Cola Bad Bears been able to poke it away. Some tenacious defense from the player of the year.
4 to shoot. Walling the fadeaway in the lane. No. Rebound to Nelson. And we have a foul called in the backcourt. Boyce and Garrison get tied up. Foul is on Garrison. Just her first foul. The MSUB ball. They'll have to go the full length of the floor. Knotted at 27, 7:50 left, quarter number 3 on the campus of Central Washington University. It's the GNAC Women's Basketball Championship here in 2024. Cola Bad Bear in the lane. The up and under scoop shot, no. Back come the Vikings. Peterson across half court to Oberg. Peterson off the screen from Walling. Trying to go to Garrison. She comes away with it, but ball is loose on the floor. Body's on the floor. Jump ball, and it will be MSUB possession arrow.
Yeah, a couple opportunities for the steal there for the Jackets, but Garrison doing a good job of sticking with it to force it into a jump ball instead of just a straight steal for the Jackets. So at least they'll get the possession arrow coming back their way as a result of that.
$27 all, 7:15 left, third quarter. Sean Wally with Dustin Daniel. Cola Bad Bear, the jumper is short. Nice rebound by Aspen Giese, and a foul called on Steph Peterson. Carmen Dolfo says, "Are you kidding me?" They were both going for the rebounds. Didn't see a lot there. 7:07 left, third quarter. Knotted at 27, and there's Peterson making up for the foul with an interception. Racing the other way, she doesn't have numbers. Outside to Oberg. Mason off the screen from Garrison. Riley Dykstra. Peterson now in front of her own bench, looking for Walling. Gets it down to her. She beat Boyce to the rim, 29-27.
You know, after several possessions either side where we see passes try to get forced in, nice change of pace with a good dump inside for the easy bucket.
Walling has more than 50% of the Vikings' points. She has 15 of their 29 as we have a turnover. Racing the other way, Riley Dykstra, and she's called for traveling.
There's just too much momentum as she tried to put a stop to it around the block, and that momentum carried her forward, couldn't hold the pivot foot.
Dykstra checks out. Maddie Grandboyce back in.
Shooting woes are continuing from both sides, by the way. 1 for 4 to start the third quarter from the field for MSUB. 1 for 5 for Western Washington.
2-point lead for the Vikings. 6:10 to play, third quarter. Cola Bad Bear with Garrison on her. She is tripped up and fouled. That'll send Cola Bad Bear to the line. That'll be the second on Aspen Garrison. Interesting note about those two battling down low. Cola Bad Bear, Aspen Garrison, they played against each other last year while Garrison was at St. Mary's and Cola Bad Bear at Montana State.
As we talked about, basketball community can get smaller and smaller the further you work up into college basketball. Saw a couple of kids on opposing GNAC teams on the men's side that had played prep school together down at Modesto Christian, and some opponents back in D1 ball now playing here in the GNAC.
Over 4 minutes gone by in quarter number 3, 29-28, Vikings by 1. Oberg hands off to Peterson. Peterson in the lane finds Maddie Grandboyce along the baseline. Way to move without the ball. Good pass, good finish.
First points and a first shot, in fact, from Grandboyce, and executed very well, cutting along the baseline with the reverse layup.
31-28 Vikings. Down low to Bad Bear. And a foul is called, sending Cola Bad Bear back to the line, and that'll be 3 on Aspen Carmen Dolfo wanted 3 in the key on Cola Bad Bear, didn't get it. Jaden Watts in for Western Washington as Garrison sits with 3 fouls. Bad Bear struggling at the line here in the third. Gets that one to fall, 31-29 Vikings. Cola Bad Bear, first MSUB player to double digits. She has 10 points tonight. Steph Peterson hands off to Mason Oberg. 15 to shoot. Oberg from the right elbow, backs up now. Picks up her dribble. Walling, the jumper, off rim, battle for the rebound. Nelson has it for MSUB. Halfway through quarter number 3. Vikings led by 2 at half. They're up 2 right now, but the lead could go back to MSUB, and it does. Aspen Giese, her third 3 of the game.
She's now 3 of 5 from deep. All of her scoring coming from three-point range. She's got 9. And her three-pointers have come in very timely spots for the Jackets.
Mason Oberg in the lane, bumped, and a foul is called. That foul on Giese, her second. 4:31 left, third quarter. What a ball game. MSUB 32, Western Washington 31. Back after this on GNAC.tv. .431 left, third quarter. Jackets 32, Vikings 31. Out of the timeout, Oberg inbounds. Peterson has it down low. She's trapped on the baseline. Gets it out to Grandboyce. Jumper from the right elbow, short. Ball out of bounds. Last touched by MSUB.
And Nelson going high for the rebound, ends up knocking it out of bounds. So stay with the Vikings.
Dykstra returns for Watts. Vikings not shooting well this quarter, just 28.6%. Walling to Grandboyce. Fires from 3. Too strong. She tracks the rebound down. Now it's knocked out beyond half court, and a foul is called. Steph Peterson was rolling on top of Giese, and they're going to hit Giese with the foul.
Well, that'll be number 3 on Giese.
That could be big.
Yeah, especially 4 minutes left here in the third quarter. Might mean she takes a seat a little bit earlier than she would for a break. We'll see.
Oberg, Peterson, Riley Dykstra, Grandboyce, and Walling on the floor for Western Washington. They have the ball down 1. Looking for Grandboyce. That pass too low. Intercepted going the other way. Nelson, strong, bumped, fouled, count it.
Big shot for Courtney Nelson. She's been huge in these GNACs. That's now 8 points for her to go along with 6 rebounds and 4 assists in this game. She had not had a double-double all season, and now on pace to do it in back-to-back nights.
34-31. Yellow Jackets starting to get a little bit of control and momentum. Nelson hits. 4-point lead for MSUB. Grand Boyce to Dykstra. And a foul called on Boyce. That's 2 on Boyce. Oberg has to get it in. She does to Walling. She can't get the easy layup. Saved in by Peterson. Pass out to Walling, tapped out of bounds by Boyce. It'll be Viking basketball. 3:49 left, third quarter.
Western Washington having trouble finding points here in the third quarter. They're being outscored 10-4 in the third by the Yellow Jackets on 2 of 10 shooting for the Vikings.
Steph Peterson trying to get it to Walling. She does. Back to Peterson. In the lane, splits the defenders. Got that up from her hip with the left hand.
Very difficult shot for Peterson. How about her stat line now? 5 points, 8 boards, 4 assists, 3 steals in 23 minutes.
35-33. MSUB by 2 with the ball. Nice defense by Oberg. That ball poked away by Grand Boyce. It'll be Yellow Jacket ball. Olivia Wickstrom checks in for Western Washington. Mason Oberg to the bench. 3:15 left, third quarter. Sean Wally with Dustin Daniel, the GNAC championship final. Grand Boyce fell down. The easy drive by Boyce, 37-33 Jackets.
The MSUB baseball team made an appearance on their way back from St. Martin's, and they loved that move from Deani Boyce.
Dykstra falls down, able to keep the basketball, gets it to Peterson. Brooke Walling and Cola Badbear battling. Peterson, a 3, high arcing, bounces off the rim. Jump ball called, possession arrow to the Vikings. Cola Badbear and Brooke Walling just battling on each end of the floor.
Yeah, can't ask for a better matchup than that. Arguably the best player for either team, and they're going to have the matchup defensively.
Dykstra gets knocked down and is called for traveling. Vikings got to be careful to keep this one close here with 2:35 left. 37-33 MSUB. Parent clock issues, teams to their bench, so while the officials figure that out, we'll step aside. 37-33 MSUB, 2:35 left, third quarter. Back after this on GNAC.TV. Back inside Nicholson Arena, Sean Wally with Dustin Daniel. 2:39 left, third quarter, 37-33 MSUB. They have the ball. Third quarter in a nutshell, 25% shooting for Western, 57% for MSUB.
Yeah, just as the Jackets had trouble getting shots to go in the first half, now the Vikings ailing to find some hoops.
4-point lead for MSUB. Boyce baseline. Nice pass inside, but good defense by Walling. Gets it to Wickstrom. She falls down, no foul called. Dykstra to Peterson. Peterson in the lane with the left hand, it's short. Walling the rebound. Kicks it out, Grand Boyce comes away with it. Dykstra resets for Western Washington. Peterson, 10 to shoot. Walling, Cola Badbear, the big battle down low. Walling backing down, she's double teamed. And her attempted pass out is stolen away by Montague. That layup missed at point blank. Back come the Vikings. Wickstrom stepped through in the lane. A wild high shot off rim. Grand Boyce tries to recover, but it's out of bounds off of Maddie. 37-33 MSUB.
Yeah, a couple of odd shots there for Boyce. She gets the cut and the pass in from Bad Bear, but tries the no-look reverse layup. That won't go. And then on the other end for Wickstrom, she gets off balance, lets it go down around her knees, and that one won't go either.
Garrison back in, giving Walling a break. Nelson, left side of the lane. She's bumped. She's fouled. Count the bucket. MSUB up 6.
Courtney Nelson has been having an outstanding GNAC championship so far. This is her second and one of the second half, and this will be a chance to get to 10 points.
Was 27-25 Vikings at half. 9 minutes nearly gone by here. They only have 33. Oberg, top of the key. Final minute of the third quarter. Oberg switches to the right hand, falls to the floor. 40-35 Jackets. In the corner, now they go down low to Cola Bad Bear, and Garrison unable to stop that. Not many can. It's 42-35 Jackets. Oberg into Grand Boyce. Grand Boyce too strong. There's Garrison. Her putback is good. 42-37. 15 seconds left in the quarter. 5-point lead for the Jackets, 10 seconds left here in the third. Nelson, outside Boyce, 4 seconds. In the corner, the three on the way is short, and that is how the third quarter will end. MSUB taking a little bit of control. They lead by 5, 42-37. 10 minutes and the fourth quarter up next on GNAC.TV. 10 minutes of basketball action left to crown the 2024 GNAC champion in women's basketball. 42-37 MSUB with the lead and the ball. Sean Wally with Dustin Daniel. Nelson baseline, she's double teamed, tied up, jump ball called. As good as a turnover because it is Western ball.
Yeah, that for Montana State Billings will be turnover number 10 for them. Courtney Nelson with her first turnover of the ball game. She's been pretty decent at taking care of the basketball when it's been in her hands.
Oberg surveying the defense. Off the screen from Walling. Oberg has it tapped away, gets it back. Grambois now. To Wickstrom. 9 to shoot. Wickstrom, baseline. Her defender fell down. She finds Garrison, who's fouled. And Aspen will go to the line for 2.
That's going to be foul number 3 on Keani Boyce. So it's now Boyce and Kesey each with 3 personal fouls for MSUB.
Garrison hits the free throw. That's 5 points on the night. Second free throw. Off, she knew it. She followed the shot. Nobody crashed the boards.
Paint was wide open. Garrison just strolls in and lays it back up and in.
She knew when she let it go it was off. 42-40. What a job by Garrison there. Nelson in the lane. Shot too strong. Ball loose. Vikings have it, but a foul called on Western Washington. Officials apparently will review that because they're sending the teams to the bench. And Carmen Dolfo wants to know, what are you reviewing, she says.
I guess they're thinking that Nelson went down a little bit too hard, so perhaps looking to see if this will be a flagrant.
While the refs take a look at this, we'll step aside. 42-40 MSUB, 9:08 left in this one. After officials take a look at it, nothing but a common foul apparently. MSUB ball, 9:05 and counting in this one. They're up 2. Down low, Cola Bad Bear up strong. 44-40 Yellow Jackets.
14 points now for Bad Bear to lead their offense. 5 of 10 from the field.
Oberg picks up the dribble. Walling on the baseline, working on Bad Bear. Spins to the bucket, it rolls off. And a foul called on Maddie Granbois. Carmen Dolfo wanted a foul on Bad Bear, guarding Walling. Doesn't get it. Aspen Giese in the game with 3 fouls, as well as Boyce for MSUB. Montague to Bad Bear outside. Giese for 3. Good rotation. That's short though. Offensive rebound to Montague. MSUB up 4. Bad Bear in the lane, throws up a prayer and a very late whistle. Wow.
Yeah, I didn't think that one was going to get the call at first. For how high that got flung after the foul, it was well on the way down by the time the whistle got blown. Bad Bear will head to the line for the third time in this game. She's 4 of 6 at the stripe.
Wickstrom checks out. Riley Dykstra back in for Western Washington. Bad Bear with 15 here tonight. She'll get one more free throw. Make it 16 and a 6-point lead for the Jackets.
Now her and Brooke Wallen going toe-to-toe. Wallen with 15, Bad Bear now with 16 points.
A lot of discussion that Bad Bear is leaning on whoever she's defending, and that a lot of people think that should be a foul. They're not calling it that way tonight. 6-point lead for the Jackets. Looking for 9. No. Riley Dykstra the rebounds. Ahead to Grandboyce running the floor. Going up strong. Bad Bear swats at the basketball. No foul called. Bad Bear into the lane. Her backwards reverse doesn't go. Ball loose. Oberg trying to track it down and does. Need to hurry up and get across half court. She will, just in time. Oberg off the screen. Strong into the lane. Left hand off glass. Mason Oberg.
It seems every time we see a take from Oberg, it's a difficult shot, and somehow she gets him to go. Unbelievable technique from her.
3 minutes gone in the fourth quarter. A 4-point lead for the Yellow Jackets. And Boyce throws it away, turning it over to Western Washington. 6:53 left. Steph Peterson back in. Grandboyce to the bench. Carmen Dolfo calling out the offensive set for her club. They trail by 4. 46-42, MSUB in the lead. These two teams split the season series 1-1. And a foul is called. That'll be on Montague. Her first. Sending Garrison to the line. Garrison had the unconventional three-point play earlier, making the first free throw and then missing the second, getting a rebound and putting it back in. She just missed the first free throw here. Second free throw rattles home. 8 points for Garrison. It's a 3-point ball game. 6:37 and counting. GNAC championship in 2024 on the line. Nelson to Giese. Good ball movement by the Yellow Jackets. Down low, it's Boyce working on Walling. Outside, a 3 on the way. Off back iron. Battle for the basketball. Giese has it for MSUB. Boyce with it now. Nelson, guarded by Peterson. Outside 3 on the way, short. Rebound right to Brooke Walling. No Cola Bad Bear at the moment. See if the Vikings can take advantage. Walling, Riley Dykstra. She's been quiet offensively here tonight after an explosion yesterday.
Courtney Nelson has been tasked with defending Brooke Walling in Bad Bear's absence.
Walling quickly double teamed. Peterson for 3. Good rotation and it drops. We are tied at 46. 5:30 left. All zeros. New ball game with 5:25 to play. Courtney Nelson to Williams. Williams gets it back. 9 to shoot for MSUB. Boyce backing down on Walling, loses the basketball. It was poked away by Western Washington. It'll stay MSUB ball. But first, Kevin Wooden wants to talk things over and he takes a timeout. 5:09 left. 46 all here in Ellensburg. Back after this on GNAC.TV. Back here inside Nicholson Arena, Sean Wally, Dustin Daniel, 5:09 left to crown a champion in the GNAC in women's basketball. We're tied at 46. Out of the timeout, Nelson off rim, no. Bad Bear back in, and she is fouled.
I think that one's going to go against Garrison, and it will, catching her from behind. So Bad Bear immediately upon checking back in gets sent back to the free throw line. No one's been to the stripe as much as Cola Bad Bear tonight. 6 of 8 from the free throw line so far.
Cola Bad Bear hits the first, putting MSUB back in front. She has 17 here tonight. Make it 18. Maddie Grandboyce in for Garrison. $850 of you currently watching on GNAC.tv. Thank you so much for joining us on this Saturday night as we look to crown a champion. 2-point lead for MSUB. Maddie Grandboyce outside to Oberg. Brooke Walling, Bad Bear on her. Walling up strong. Vikings want a foul, they don't get it. MSUB comes away with it. That's Montague the rebound. Ahead to Nelson. 4:30 and counting. Nelson off the screen. Giese open for 3 off, not even the rim.
Her momentum was going to the side on that. That's a really tough shot to line up, especially when you're taking it from top side and all of a sudden all your speed's going to the left.
4:15 remaining. MSUB by 2. These are the top 2 seeds in this tournament. Walling has it on the left block, quickly double teamed. Grandboyce with 9 to shoot in the lane. Outside, Dykstra, Giese on her. Goes baseline, Walling now. Fake the jumper, gets it to go. Off the mark, but Bad Bear swats Grandboyce. Out to Oberg, the loose ball. Brooke Walling in the lane, has it poked away by Cola Bad Bear. 3:38 left.
This one's going to come down to it.
Nelson with 10 to shoot for MSUB. Nelson, 5 to shoot. Bad Bear in the lane, bumps into Peterson, ball loose. Grandboyce has it. Important possession for the Vikings as time is becoming precious. 3:07 left. Oberg in the lane. Bad Bear gets in the way, ball loose. Dykstra dives for it. Racing the other way is Williams. 2-on-1 break. Williams from 12. 50-46. Montana State Billings. Carmen Dolfo wants to talk things over. MSUB 50, Vikings 46. Back after this on GNAC.tv. Back here in Ellensburg, Washington, the GNAC Basketball Championships here in 2024. This is the women's final. MSUB 50, Western Washington 46. Vikings down 4 with the ball. Just 2:45 left. Sean Wally with Dustin Daniel. Riley Dykstra only 2 points here tonight. She had 24 in the victory yesterday. Oberg out top for 3. Clutch.
Turned into a big game for Oberg. She's got 14 now and 2 of 3 from deep.
50-49. Jackets by 1 and the ball. 2:20 left. Montague to Boyce. Brooke Walling and Cola Bad Bear battling down on the block. 5 to shoot. Giese picks up the dribble. Nelson for 3. It's tipped by Peterson. Brooke Walling tries to corral it. It's out of bounds. They are saying shot clock violation. Vikings will take over, exactly 2 on the clock.
That'll be turnover number 13 in this game for the Yellow Jackets. Nelson was able to get a shot off before the shot clock expired, but the tip, knowing that a shot had to come in that spot, was enough to turn it into a turnover.
Ball poked away. Oberg recovers. Minute 48 left. And a foul called on Courtney Nelson. Nobody in the bonus yet. So it'll be a side out for Western Washington. Steph Peterson directly in front of us. Courtside here at Nicholson Arena. Vikings down 1. Oberg has it to Brooke Walling. Guarded by Cola Bad Bear. Those two have battled the entire night. Oberg, the hot hand currently for Western Washington. They trail by 1. She's double teamed. Aspen Garrison. Long jumper from 16. No. Walling the rebound. Oberg wide open. A 3 on the way. Mason Oberg, are you kidding? She is en fuego.
Vikings lead for the first time since halfway through the third quarter. And with just over a minute left, a huge time to reclaim the lead.
Up by 2. Boyce drives on Garrison, and a foul is called. That will be 5 on Aspen Garrison, and she is done. What a game, as it should be in the final. 52-50, Western Washington by 2. Boyce to the line, a chance to tie it. Halfway there. We are tied with a minute 8 left. Who will have better possessions in the final minute? Steph Peterson across half court for the Vikings. They have first crack at regaining the lead. 55 seconds left. It all comes down to this. Brooke Walling working on Bad Bear. 10 to shoot to Dykstra. Dykstra double teamed. Brooke Walling thought about the 3. Instead, she'll drive on Bad Bear and gets it to go.
Huge shot for Walling, has to go with the left hand, but beautiful touch to put the Vikings back on top.
Viking faithful getting on their feet. Final 30 seconds, Vikings up 2. MSUB, they need to answer. They can tie it or take the lead. They want the lead. That shot not even close. Ball tapped out. Viking basketball.
Giese a little off balance for that 3-pointer. And now the Vikings with the ball and the lead will ask for time.
Kevin Wooden wanting a review on that out-of-bounds call. Don't know if he's going to get it. I think he will. Officials are talking about it now. 19.2 left. 54-52 Vikings. This game's had everything.
Yeah, this has been an exciting one. We saw Western Washington take a lead by as many as 7. Yellow Jackets did the same exact thing. This one was really dominated by the Jackets in the second half. Western Washington lost their lead around halfway through the third quarter, weren't able to reclaim it until inside of the last 2 minutes as they just take it back.
We're going to go ahead and check on that play, and then we're going to go to a timeout, okay?
So the officials will be taking a look at that out of bounds to see if it was in fact last touch by the Jackets.
Before awarding the timeout. So we'll have a lengthy break here. Teams will get a little bit of breath back, get some rest. Coach is definitely working their plans. Just 19.2 seconds left. Officials, you can see there at midcourt at the scorer's table, looking over the out-of-bounds call. So while they do that and then get to the timeout, we'll step aside, catch our own breath, come on back for the final exciting finish and crown us the champion in the GNAC on GNAC.tv. 19.2 left to decide a champion in the GNAC in 2024. Will it be Western Washington? Will it be MSUB? Riley Dykstra to inbound directly in front of us courtside here in Ellensburg. She needs to get it in, and she doesn't. Wow. Up by 2 with the ball.
Vikings have 2 timeouts, too. That's the big thing there. So all of a sudden, Jackets are going to have the basketball. They've got, well, they just had 2 timeouts. They're going to burn one here. So they'll still have one in the back pocket. Shot clock turned off.
You can't do that.
That's especially coming out of the timeout. I mean, you've got 2 in the back pocket. Either get a pass in quickly, or if you're the Western Washington bench, if it's even getting close, you got to call the time there. That's a tough spot. That's a tough spot and a very crucial turnover.
The entire Dykstra family, the lineage, felt that one. Lots of Dykstras have graced Western Washington with their athletic prowess. Avery Dykstra, her older sister, played with her for 2 years. She is here. Tough one there for the Vikings. 19.2 left. Now MSUB has a chance to tie or take the lead.
Yeah, we had this conversation yesterday. If you're MSUB, do you go for the win in regulation? With the way you've been shooting 3-pointers in this game, likely not. They're just 4 of 24 from 3-point range, including 0 of 7 in the 4th quarter. I would imagine this is a spot where you want to go for the tie, given how cold they've been from deep.
Cola Badbear is written all over this.
Yeah.
Because she's money from the free throw line also. 15 seconds left in this one. Giese baseline, stops. Nelson now. 10 seconds now. Nelson in the lane. Nowhere to go. Layup missed by Badbear. Ball loose. 4 seconds. Time out to MSUB with 4.1 left. Vikings fans wanted a travel call. They don't get it. Just a 30-second timeout called by MSUB. It'll be their ball, 4 seconds left. What do you do if you're Kevin Wooden?
You got to look for something quick. Either dump it into Badbear underneath, or perhaps you're thinking that there might be a double or even a triple team going to collapse around Badbear as soon as they try and pass it in. Look for a mid-range jumper from Nelson, Giese, something like that. There are a lot of options you can go with right now. One thing I do want to point out, that rebound for Nelson right before the timeout does give her the double-double. 12 points, 10 rebounds in this game now for Courtney Nelson, who before yesterday had not had a double-double all season. She's now got him in back-to-back games, and 2 of the 4 career double-doubles she has had have been in the last 24 hours.
They are cleaning up the floor here inside Nicholson Arena, so a little bit longer to finish this one. Vikings up 2. They have the advantage, but if I'm Carmen Dolfo talking to her team right now, you gotta guard against the 3-ball. And not only that, if you foul down low, foul them hard enough they don't get an and one possibility, because that could end the game.
So one of the big things you absolutely can do, you cannot foul on a 3-point shot. Sharp defense there, absolutely, but can't even make it close. Referees in this situation usually give a little bit more leeway. It's got to be an absolute foul to get the call. I think if I'm drawing up this defensive scheme, I am making sure that there's not going to be an easy pass within 10 feet of this hoop.
If you like drama, we have it for you here in the GNAC. Carmen Dolfo wants a timeout, and she will get it. Interesting. Did she not like what she saw on the floor from MSUB?
I think more than anything, she just wants to see what Kevin Wooden draws up and brings it out. Now she can adjust the defense as a result.
Who needs a drama TV show when you've got GNAC basketball? We saw it last night with Central Washington, the huge 3 right in front of us by Samad Hector, and the court storming by the Central fans. They'll be playing tonight in the men's final against the Anchorage men's basketball team. Anchorage and Central up next. at 7:30. But here we go, 4 seconds left in this one. Vikings up 2, MSUB ball. They can tie it or take the lead. They get it into Boyce. 1 second, she throws up a prayer, and the Western Washington Vikings are your 2024 GNAC basketball champions.
Not the look that MSUB was looking for there at the buzzer. Boyce was well defended, had to get off an off-balance shot. Western Washington has repeated as GNAC champions, beating MSUB for the second consecutive season for the postseason title, their 4th overall time hoisting the trophy.
Very confusing end there for MSUB. I don't know if it was drawn up strictly for Boyce, but she had 4 seconds and didn't get anything off, really.
The way that looked to me is it was designed to a pass topside for Boyce, and then she was going to try and quickly dump it underneath, but it was high-pressure defense on the outside that caused her to lose the dribble, and that is why she had to get off the last second 3. So I think it was designed maybe for Bad Bear on the block or perhaps even Montague, but Boyce losing the dribble is what caused her to have to take that shot.
Disappointment tonight for MSUB. Disappointment last night in the men's game, losing to Central Washington, but still 2 very good basketball teams. They will be playing in the West Regional. That's not a question either way.
Yeah, the good news for the Yellow Jackets is this does not mean the end of the road for them by any means. As we look at the current West Region rankings, the Yellow Jackets were ranked number 2 in the region coming into the GNAC championships, so they are going to get an at-large berth, no question about that. But the loss does mean that they will not be able to host even with an Azusa Pacific loss later on. So both these teams, season's going to continue on. For MSUB, it'll be as an at-large team, but for the Vikings, they get the automatic berth with the win here in the 2024 GNAC championships.
Western Washington Vikings, hold on, they prevail. They are your 2024 GNAC basketball champions with a 54-52 hang-on victory. Automatic berth in the NCAA West Regional. And for the rest of the GNAC, they will now take a look at Selection Sunday to see who might be in.
Yeah, so we know for sure MSUB and Alaska Anchorage are going to be able to stamp their ticket. The one hanging in the balance right now is Alaska Anchorage. They were the number 8 ranked team in the region coming into this week, and they just lost in the semifinals to Western Washington. So they need a little bit of help. They already got that help in the form of a Cal State LA loss to San Marcos yesterday. The only thing that could throw a wrench in the spokes would be Dominican going and winning the Pac West.
Back to this game, what appeared to do Montana State Billings in. They picked the worst time to shoot, the worst they have all game in the 4th quarter. Just 14.3% on 2 of 14 shooting, 0 of 8 from 3. 14% is not going to get it done, and it cost them here tonight.
Yeah, you know, it seemed like the Yellow Jackets, outside of the 3rd quarter, just really were never able to find their rhythm. They scored 17 in the 3rd, but outside of that, they had 2 quarters with just 10 points scored, 2 of 14, and 0 of 8 from 3-point range to finish the game in the 4th. One of the things, as you look at this line, is just the sheer number of 3-pointers they were willing to take while never being able to get some momentum going with outside shooting. They finished 4 of 25 from 3-point range. That's just 16% from 3-point range. This is after being the 2nd best team from outside shooting on the regular season in the GNAC.
Congratulations to Western Washington. Coach Carmen Dolfo, yet another GNAC championship, and it's back-to-back as they collect their championship hats, t-shirts, banner, trophy, all that comes with a GNAC championship.
4 straight trips to the GNAC championship game for this Western Washington team, including wins in each of the last 2 over Montana State Billings. And this is just a program that Carmen Dolfo has had competing for a title year in and year out. This is their 10th time they have played in the championship game, their 4th win, and just really another notch for Carmen Dolfo in what has been a long and storied resume of her coaching career.
54-52, the Western Washington Vikings win the GNAC championship. MSUB, a valiant effort. Who knows? These two teams could play again in the West Regional.
Yep.
Selection Sunday. Tomorrow, we'll see where these teams will end up and see if they see each other here in 2024. Congratulations to the Vikings of Western Washington, your 2024 GNAC Tournament champions on the women's side. Here for basketball. For Dustin Daniel, I'm Sean Wally. Vikings champions in 2024.